Hi, Robin. I want to say that I've always liked your passion for finding out what's really going on in the world, and your enthusiasm for making sense of it all really conveys itself to all of us who listen to you. I admire this combination in you, your intelligence, your learning, your ability to listen, really listen, and the civility with which you pursue every subject that you're interested in. It's a wonderful combination, and it reminds me that you're a great journalist, first and foremost because you're a thoroughly good human being. So I will miss that. I will miss those qualities here. And it's for that reason, really, that you've been such an inspiration and a role model to so many of us. Good luck. Keep your eyes fixed on the road ahead and don't look in the rearview mirror. Cheers.
Welcome to The World Tonight, whose influence on Channel 4 News is palpable. Lindsay, there are few things bigger than Robin Lustig.
And Robin Lustig leaving The World Tonight, there are few things more tragic. And you know, after all these years in television, I don't watch the news at 10 on the BBC or on ITV. Why not? Because I'm tuning into The World Tonight.
It's absolutely true, and you will be massively missed, Robin. And you're a lovely presence on the road, too, on those occasions when one has run into you at an infinitely tedious European summit.
And I have wonderful memories of night shifts at Bush House on NewsHour and earlys and lates. And you, Robin, just always being there and always being brilliant when I was the most junior of junior producers and very beholden to you.
That's The World Tonight. That's Channel 4 News.
That's us.
Good evening.
Good night.
There's a dark irony about the fact that we do tributes for the gods of radio on television. So obviously I've come to a radio studio just to emphasise the background. And yes, I'm going to put these cans round my neck. There's a test for correspondence about presenters. And the great ones, the greatest ones, are the ones that make you think before you answer their questions. And I am not only made to think when I talk to you down the line, I think about what you've asked me when I leave the radio studio. I am immeasurably sad that you are leaving. I am delighted for you that you're going to the only place where you can make an honest living, and that is in the field. I wish you the best of luck. I will see you soon.
What's that? Robin? He's what? Oh. Robin, you are kind. You are generous. You've got a gorgeous voice. You've got a massive bank of intelligence in your head. You are the only person that I can ask about Ouagadougou. Frankly, I'm glad you're going. You just show the rest of us up. What? He's doing reports from the road. Oh, God.
What? You want me to what? Right. For who? Who? No.
I'm looking uncertain and laughing because, hello, Robin. You won't believe this. For a radio reporter, this is my fourth attempt to send you an audio-visual greeting. The first three failed because I failed to switch the sound on. Even though the microphone was switched on, I had to remember to switch the stereo mix control off. There's always something new that jumps up and bites you, as I'm sure you will testify after your many years working for the dear old BBC. Congratulations, if that's the right word. All the very best for the future, wherever and however you do it. And just one other thing. I'm in Durban in South Africa at the moment, and guess who I had lunch with today? Yes, our mutual friend Brian Tusi, whose Siakula music group in the Umlazi township is still going strong, as indeed it was when our children visited them here in Durban those many years ago, and benefited also from their visit to us in North London. He sends his very best wishes, as do I, and I'm sorry I'm not there in person to wish you all the best for the future. Face to face. There you go. Almost lost for words. Bye, Robin.
Miss Rachel, wake up. It's time for your close-up.
Oh.
Miss Rachel.
Is it really that time already? Oh. Hello, Robin. Well, as you can see, life beyond the BBC isn't all bad. And you did have a very good career. I always loved working with you, whether as a studio manager, a producer, a programme editor, or as a foreign correspondent. We had a lot of fun. And there are more adventures to be had once you leave, I can promise you. Although I never thought that I'd be setting the example for you to follow. It was normally the other way around. Anyway, cheers.
Robin, I'm sitting here at the end of a long Bangkok day, a place I seem unable to get away from, destined always to come back to, but it is good to be here. And very sad to think that I'll no longer be talking to you at the other end of an ISDN line. You have been such a reassuring and rewarding presenter to deal with for all of my colleagues here and across the world. Yours was always a voice we felt so relieved to hear on the other end of a line, and you had a way of injecting compassion and humanity into your presenting style that even the most stuttering two-way done by the most inexperienced correspondent would somehow turn out all right. And I can look back on many, many occasions when you were two-waying me either for NewsHour or for The World Tonight, when I finished it with such a sense of satisfaction about the quality of the conversations that we had. They sounded like conversations, even though they were two ways. And I cast my mind back even further, perhaps you can remember, to a time when I was a very inexperienced editor of NewsHour in 1993, the day that Yasser Arafat shook hands with Yitzhak Rabin, and I was responsible for the special NewsHour program we were putting out that day. You were in the presenter's chair, and like so many inexperienced presenters, with the state of nervousness, I fixed up simply too many people for the program. It all got a bit complicated, and you may remember we very nearly missed the moment they shook hands, but you kept it together. You pulled that program back, and my blushes were spared. We put off a creditable program, and I know many other producers, editors, and correspondents who can honestly say that the quality of the work that they did was lifted by the quality of your presentation. I'll look with great interest at whatever you're going to do now in your post-presenter life, but you will be sorely missed by me and many others of us. Good luck.
Robin, I'm very happy to add my good wishes to those of your colleagues on your retirement. You were always a very tough but fair interviewer, tough because you did your homework and knew your stuff, but you also always listened to the answers and picked the holes in them. I also have to say that an embarrassing number of people have said to me that they really enjoy going to bed with Robin Lustig. This shouldn't raise too many eyebrows. They're mainly women of an older generation, more my mother's generation than mine, but it speaks to the popularity of you and of the programme. Even for those of us who don't take you to bed, very, very good wishes for what you're going to do in the future. Take care.
Hello from Nairobi, Robin. I was lucky enough to work with you when I was a very green producer on NewsHour and then The World Tonight, but it wasn't really until I left and went to work as a reporter in the field that I realised what a truly fantastic presenter you are. You sometimes hear young actors talking about the experience of working opposite the great and the good and how it raises their game and makes them a better actor. And that's pretty much what it felt like to do a two-way with Robin Lustig. Unlike with some other presenters, you'd have to turn 180 degrees, fending off pointless questions, trying to fit in all the information you wanted to bring across. Sometimes at the end of a Robin Lustig two-way, you'd think, gosh, I think I understand this situation now better than I did 5 minutes ago. So from a reporter's perspective, Robin, you truly are the gold standard, and I'm really going to miss you.
My mother said to me the other day, Robin Lustig sounds like a very nice man. Is he a nice man? And I thought, oh dear, another elderly Radio 4 listener completely fooled by Lustig's charming ways. But of course Robin is, as well as being a great broadcaster and a fantastic journalist, he is a very nice man. And I don't think there are many male presenters who would have been quite as welcoming and supportive and friendly towards a young female presenter joining their team as Robin was towards me when I joined The World Tonight. In the 2000 election in the United States, the one that went on and on and on forever, I was doing NewsHour and The World Tonight, I think the day after the actual election when nothing had been decided. And I realised during the second hour of NewsHour in the evening that it was all going to roll into The World Tonight and I was going to have absolutely no time in between the two to prepare for the last programme. And I tried to stifle the panic as I thought, I'm going to have to wing it all the way through the world tonight. I don't know who the guests are, what we're covering, nothing. And in the minute and a half between NewsHour and The World Tonight, I managed to open the running order and have a quick look. And there were all the cues beautifully written by Robin in London, who had been the only person who had realised that this was going to happen. And he wrote the whole programme for me. So, Robin, thank you for that. Thank you for being a great friend and colleague. And I hope you go on being a great friend and sometimes colleague too. And just one thing I have to say, which is that it's actually quite nice on the outside.